coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Wine on Saturday, wine on Sunday. But coach told me I can never miss a Monday. DJ Truth.
Good evening. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In Show with Coach Mike. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I invite you to do so at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, you can reach me directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this week for the Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In Show. I thank you so much for tuning in. Everyone who's checking us out live on YouTube or Facebook, get involved in tonight's show. Leave myself or Coach Mike a relevant real estate question in the comment section. And you never know, our super producer, Jay Joseph, may choose your question to be answered on tonight's stream. Hey, without any further ado, I would like to introduce my co-host. He is not only a highly successful real estate broker, he is also the co-founder of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. I want to thank him so much for checking for us on Monday Night Live. And I'd like to introduce to the audience, Mr. Michael G. Davis. How you doing, Coach Mike?
Boom. I was muted, Rick. I was muted. Anyway, what's going on, Prime Real Estate Rick? It's Monday Night Live. What's happening?
Look, man, it's great to be here, man. Had a really fun, productive weekend. Man, it's great to wing in the new week here on Monday Night Live with you, Coach Mike, as always. It's great to be here with you. What's been going on in your world? What's been going on in the world of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm? Please catch us up on everything, CEO Coach Mike.
Hey, man, look, we are about to wrap things up, brother. It is October, right? Yeah. Now you got 2 more months left in the year. So, know what we're doing at Brooks & Davis is we're getting ready for 2025, right? We're going to assess some things, some performances, some programming, and we're already getting people on the books for next year to come in with all the amazing program that we had laid out for our agents, the trainings, the lunch presentations, the events. I mean, look, we're going to gear up for a powerful 2025. And now is the time to do that because you want to make sure that we build momentum and we push momentum into the next year. And that's what these next 2 months are going to look like for Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, Rick.
No, thank you so much for catching us up, Coach Mike, because as we get into this fourth quarter of the fiscal year, there's so much that's going on as far as holiday events, those end of the year closings, all those construction and new builds that are closing between now and New Year's Eve that from a real estate perspective, it can seem like we're ramping up for the end of the year. And it's great to know that you have the foresight and vision to project and that you're putting everything in place for Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm to project it, catapult into the year 2025.
Absolutely, because, you know, the tendency, Rick, is because of the holidays and family and, you know, just society and the world slows down. The tendency is that you slow down too, but that's not good for a real estate professional, right? We got to make sure that we're plugging stuff into the pipeline. So, you know, we introduced our Christmas crunch. So over these next 2 months, we're going to be pushing the agents, holding them accountable to continuing to do those money-making activities to ensure that when they get on the other side of 2025, that they've planted so many seeds over these last 2 months that things are going to be ready to sprout and bloom, and they're going to have some closings in the first quarter of the year.
Absolutely, man. I agree totally, Coach Mike. You talk so much in the trainings and the one-on-ones with the agents and the affiliates and those that are tapping into BND TV online about those money-making activities and how the things you do today, you'll reap benefits in the months coming up in the future. So I want to thank you so much for reiterating that message. And I want to urge everyone in the audience to tap in with Coach Mike, become a Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm affiliate, if not a member of the Brooks & Davis Real Estate family, because these are the type of things that you go over in your one-on-one coaching.
Absolutely. You know, at Brooks and Davis, we're all about coaching, right? I mean, that's just our culture. That's what we push. We understand how critical it is to have that layer around you. We've gotten a lot better as far as explaining and showing people the value of coaching and why it's so important when you're coming into this career. So yeah, we're super excited about where we're moving to. We feel, hey, we've cracked the code on being successful in real estate and what's required and what it takes. We have these measures in place to really reinforce it. So now it's just about getting as many people on the bus as possible so we can go to the next level.
You know, man, I concur totally. You know, one of the great things about being part of the Brooks and Davis real estate team is that we have these type of vehicles like Monday Night Live, where we interact in real time with those in the real estate audience, those that are out here practicing real estate on a daily basis, man. And, you know, you give so much of your time in one-on-one coaching that it's amazing that you can make time to do things like this, like answer these type of questions. But Coach Mike, if you're ready to get started with the question from this week, I'm really curious to see what our audience have planned and in store for you as far as questions.
No, absolutely, Rick. I'm ready. Let's get this going, baby.
Let's check it out. Let's see what they have teed up for Coach Mike. Coach Mike, what is the best piece of advice that you've received that has helped your real estate career?
Man, look, Rick, that's the thing about my career is that I didn't put myself in a position to really get advice. Like that was kind of the thing. So, you know, now where I am in the real estate space is in a position to where people don't have to repeat what my experience, like they don't have to repeat the mistakes that I made. So I'm in a position to provide advice, but this is what I learned, right? And you got to be open-minded. And even myself, as I was going through the journey, you know, I can recognize moments where people were probably wanting to pour into me and they were wanting to offer me advice. It was hard for me to understand what they were saying at the time. You know, one of the things that I've done is that I put myself in a position to where I can better explain and articulate and like show, convince, influence, because I recognize how difficult it is to really connect the dots and understand when people are trying to give you advice when it comes to this business. So, you know, that's a difficult question. Like, what's the best piece of advice? You know, if I had to do it all over again, one of the things that I probably would do is that I would get a coach a lot sooner, right? I would, you know, and pay somebody. You know, that was one of the reasons that I didn't really get a coach as soon as I could, because it is a cost. They're expensive, right? And, you know, there aren't companies like Brooks and Davis that provide the level of coaching that we provide at no cost to our agents. So when I was in the business, that just wasn't a luxury that was afforded to me. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you had to buy a coach, you had to pay for it. And you know, if I had to do it all over again, and look, Rick, there were people that had given me that advice and I didn't take it. So that's where the open-mindedness comes in. Like, be open to what people are offering you and advising you, especially somebody that's been in the business for a long time, right? Rick, 20 years doing this, over 1,000 transactions, close to 300 academic hours in this craft. I mean, there's no need to second guess what I'm giving, the information. So be open-minded to receiving the wisdom of those that have gone before you.
No, I agree totally. And one of the things that is interesting, because you touched on it a little bit earlier at the beginning of the show, and one of the things that you talk about a lot that I think a lot of the agents and affiliates, they really appreciate once they're a bit more seasoned in real estate, is when you talk about performing money-making activities daily. Mm-hmm. It's not about always ranking the type of advice that's best piece of advice versus worst piece of advice, but I know something that is very useful. That's a piece of advice that I've seen come to be self-evident over the years is performing money-making activities daily will put you in a position to be able to be successful here. So and I know this question was for you, Coach Mike, but I would just like to add that that's a piece of advice that I would like to give to everyone in the audience that I think is very useful. Not that it's the best or the worst, but something that I think you can implement into what you're doing right now, and you'll start to see how successful you become over time following that particular piece of advice.
Yeah, real estate is one of those businesses, rare, like the people that get into it, for the most part, these individuals have not put themselves in a position to where what they do directly correlates to the money that they make, like the income that they generate. What I mean by that is that if you're working for somebody else, the assignment that they give you to do more than likely does not directly correlate to you getting paid in 2 weeks, right? The assignment or the work that you're about to do is not a linear path to that company generating revenue, right, which in essence comes to be able to pay you a paycheck, right? So, real estate is probably the first moment where an individual, what you do is directly connected. So if you get into this business, what that means is that you can be super busy and not get paid. Most people they can't understand that, because you can go to work and be super busy, and when it's time to get paid, you get a check, right? So if you carry that mindset into this business, which is what most people do, their solution, or what they feel is their solution, is I just need to get really busy. And as long as I'm busy, I'm entitled to getting paid. And that's just not how it works. And that's one of the hardest things for people to accept, Rick. So to your point, you got to be busy with the right kind of activities, right? You got to be busy. And what I mean is that you can be busy, but if you haven't done the right activities, your busyness doesn't matter. Like, it's nothing to hang your hat on. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to convey. If you, just because you spent time doing something which you perceived as real estate work, when ultimately it's been fake work. So you gotta find out what the money making activities are, and then once you find them out, you gotta commit, like you said, Rick, to not just doing them every day, doing them at a high level. That's another thing people don't realize, Rick, how much activity, how much of the money-making activities you have to do to get one transaction. They don't understand how much work is required, and that you got to pour into that every day to get yourself to a position to where you can reach the financial goals that you're looking to reach.
All right, man. And thank you so much for sharing that information, Coach Mike, because one of the things about these activities, and I know it seems like we're reiterating these things, but as a Brooks and Davis affiliate, these type of trainings talking about money-making activities, these aren't just catchphrases. These aren't cliche. There are actually defined money-making activities that if they tap in with Coach Mike for a one-on-one training session, you'll give them the full outline and the full recipe on how to implement these into your daily activities in a way where not only is it pushing you towards your goal of being successful in this business, but at the same time, refining yourself as a business person and being able to put yourself in a position where one day you're able to scale your business. So those are the things that's most important about those money-making activities. You know, man, Coach Mike, the great thing about Monday Night Live are that the questions that we get from the audience are always so relevant, so needed, so right now. So, man, I want to give a huge shout out to the audience. Everyone, please stay involved. Keep those questions rolling in. And if you're ready, Coach Mike, I want to see what they got planned for you as far as question number 2.
Man, let's do it, Rick.
Question number 2. Coach Mike, how do you fare when a family member or close friend does not use you as their real estate agent? I'm trying very hard not to take it personally, but it still rubs me the wrong way. Coach Mike, how many times have you been presented with this same question from many agents that have been a part of the Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm team?
Hey man, a lot. But here's the thing though, Rick, I get it, right? I get it, right? I've been, burned, right? Allegedly burned by friends, family members, things like that. Well, but here's the thing though, Rick, this is what I found. All right. What I found is that your friends and your family, I know you think they're entitled to use you. I know that's how you feel, right? And that's part of the problem, Rick. Part of the problem is because you feel like you're entitled to their business, you don't serve them like you serve everybody else. And that's not fair. That's not fair to them. Right? One of the things, Rick, that I had to grow to learn and begin to grow to do is I tell my family members, look, if you don't feel that I'm the best option for you, don't use me. Right? See, I want you to use me because I'm the best option for you. I put you in the best situation to get it done. If you don't feel that way, then you go in a different direction. So now, if my family doesn't use me, Rick, it's okay because all they're telling me is that for this particular situation, I did not feel like you were the best option. And if that's the case, Rick, then again, that falls on me because I didn't do a good enough job of communicating to the marketplace. More specifically, those individuals that are closest to me, I didn't fully articulate the message to them that I was the best option for whatever they needed, right? So now a person not using you, that's how you have to use that. You have to use that as an opportunity to begin to identify where are the gaps in how you are operating your business, right? You have to use this as an opportunity to get better. Plug those gaps in. Because what I can tell you, Rick, is the longer you stay in this business, the more and more opportunities that you're going to get to be able to do work with your friends and your family.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you want to put yourself in a position to where you consistently do business and have referrals come from your friends and family. So much so at Brooks and Davis, we've created a whole concept around leveraging your relationships because they're the second most valuable currency you have access to. So it's all about being putting yourself in a position where you do business with your friends and your family. So if that isn't happening, it's not on them, Rick. At the end of the day, none of this stuff is on them, right? There's a book called The Four Agreements, and one of the agreements is that I will not take things personally, because in reality, it's not on the external; it's only on the internal. You have to maintain your control and your power. So you got to look for where's the gap to where it wasn't effectively communicated to those that are closest to me that I'm the best option for them when it comes time to do this business. Something else, Rick, where it used to rub me the wrong way when now it wasn't necessarily that I didn't communicate my value. It was the family or the friend didn't even give me the opportunity to interview for the business, right? It wasn't that they just specifically decided that they weren't going to do it with me. They just were too lazy to call and say, hey, let me talk to you about this first. Well, even then, Rick, that still ain't on them, right? Because if I'd have done my job and I'd have done a better job of continuing to engage them in a meaningful way consistently, then they would have had plenty of opportunities to where they could have made me aware of what they were thinking about. Because it always starts with a thought, Rick, before it materializes into them ending up doing a transaction with someone. It always starts with a thought. And if you're at that moment or at some point, you run into them, you cross paths with them while they're in that exploratory phase, then that greatly enhances your chances of being able to get that business from your friends and your family. So,
and great thing about this question, Coach Mike, is we've all been in that position before. So that's one of the things that makes this particular subject something that's such a hot button for us. I would like to add to the conversation something for the audience to think about in response to what you mentioned as far as feeling entitled to the business of working with friends and family. A lot of times, Coach Mike is speaking towards the fact that as professionals, we don't always project, illustrate, and show everyone in the market what it is that we bring to the table as a professional. And with our family, sometimes they have opportunity that they're inundated with so many messages that at the time they're in the most need, someone else's messaging may be on the forefront of their consciousness. So just as a piece of advice for everyone out there, if you don't feel as comfortable as someone like myself or Coach Mike asking friends and family for business, always make sure you're educating the public, providing those tidbits, those seasonal updates, the things that they don't know they need to know. And when you're reaching out, feel free to ask for referral business. I've had friends and family that before they do business with me, Coach Mike, they'll refer me to a coworker. Yeah. They'll refer me to someone that they know. And then after I've had opportunity to display my competency, then down the line, they do the business with me. So from that standpoint, just always part of those money-making activities that Coach Mike talks about is reaching out to friends, family, your sphere of influence, letting them know that you are in the business, asking them to refer you to friends, co-workers, people who may be in immediate need of your services. And trust, if you're consistent with that messaging, these type of situations where friends and family don't work with you won't be as prevalent as you think they may be right now.
Absolutely, Rick. And and I'm going to add this piece to it because it was something that you said, and it was very, very relevant to the conversation. As you're engaging your friends and family, it has to be more than just you asking for business. They have to see you as a trusted advisor.
Yes.
And the only way that they're going to see you as a trusted advisor is you're going to have to present yourself to them as an expert, a source for information, a source for help, for knowledge, right? So you have to go, they have to see you as a problem solver in the real estate space, because that's what's going to get them to call you when they have a question about something, or when they're curious about something, or when they've had a conversation with somebody and they want to get some clarification, because they trust you. You're their friend, you're their family member. They trust you. So since they trust you, they trust your opinion, right? So even if they're considering signing with another agent or a company, or they ain't quite figured out that this person does what you do, because a lot of it is that, like, oh, I didn't know that you did this or that. But if you positioned yourself as a trusted advisor in this real estate space, then before they do anything, they're going to reach out to you and ask for your opinion on the matter. And then you can educate them whatever way you need to educate them, and put yourself in a position to where they understand that, hey, this is something that I can take care of for you, and which will be better for you anyway, because who but me going to be willing to be more interested in taking care of making sure your welfare is taken care of, other than a friend and a family. Like, I mean, who's going to take care of your welfare like that? So it's the best scenario and situation for you is to use me, because they're not going to care about you and your welfare and the way I am. We're friends, we're family. So there's nobody else's better hands in mine for you to entrust this in. Right? So, sometimes we just have to have those kind of conversations with our friends and family to help them, put it in perspective.
The different perspective and insight and points of view that we discuss on the show is something that I hope the members of our audience can use as a motivator to continue moving forward, because these things that we deal with as real estate professionals are challenges, but they're not new under the sun. Networking, being a part of these type of groups like the Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In Show, being an affiliate, what you'll find is you're able to gain so much perspective through other professionals' experience that when you are confronted with these challenges in the real world, the task won't seem as daunting and the challenge won't seem as challenging. So I urge everyone in the audience, man, like, subscribe, share to the Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In Show, because this type of conversation is the type of conversation that Coach Mike and myself engage in every Monday night on Monday Night Live. And this is just a snippet to the type of information that Coach Mike shares during his one-on-one coaching sessions. So, Coach Mike, could you just share with our audience about what's going on this week over at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm? What type of education, what type of materials and videos we can expect to see on BND TV this week, and what's just going on this week in the world of Coach Mike and Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm?
Yeah, man. So Rick, we got some, like I said, we're coming to the end of programming, our programming season, our second season of programming for 2024. So, you know, we're going to be starting a new fresh season of digital programming in 2025. It gives us an opportunity for us to, you know, sit down and reset, you know, look at what worked, you know, look at like our analytics and the things that, you know, we did well. You know, we've been doing this BND TV for a long time, and we always want to get better and better and better. So, you know, this is kind of like the last week or so of BND TV. Well, you know what Monday Night Live is because you just experienced it, right? You just went through it with us. But tomorrow I have an amazing guest that I'm going to be interviewing with our Real to Life podcast, Ms. Anna Torres. She's a friend of Brooks & Davis. She's with Frost Bank, and they have some amazing products. She has a heart for her community. And I can attest to the fact that she's definitely an experienced seeker and is very adventurous. So it's a story that you're not going to want to miss. So we'll see you tomorrow at 12:30, so you can hear the story about my friend of Brooks & Davis, Ms. Anna Torres, with Frost Bank, real estate professional and experience seeker. Okay. Also tomorrow, one of our last real estate happy hour lives, we're going to be discussing is the future of healthcare, you know, now open the world's first AI powered hospital. Exactly. So that's a pretty interesting conversation that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Like real estate happy hour live, you know, it's a show where the host and special guests, we come together and we discuss social media trending topics, current events, real estate industry related topics, along with some advice to consumers and realtors. It's real estate professionals talking about randomness. So it's a great conversation. The best part of the show is the audience has the opportunity to get on the screen with us and share their thoughts. So we want you to get on the screen with us tomorrow, get into the conversation. You'll get a lot out of it, and we look forward to doing that with you. All right, so now on Thursdays at 12, we have the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm going to, allow my esteemed co-host, Mr. Prime Real Estate Rick, to speak to you all about why you should be taking advantage of what's happening on the Prime Real Estate Network every Thursday.
Hey, man, thank you so much, Coach Mike. I want to invite everyone in the audience to check out myself and the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, every Thursday at noon Central Time for the Prime Real Estate Network Live. If you haven't had the opportunity to check out the show before, I urge you to check us out. If you're a member of the Houston Association of Realtors or had the pleasure of attending the Engage Real Estate Conference this year here in Houston, you would really want to check out last week's episode. We had the honor of interviewing Ms. Shelly Scanlon. She was the co-chair of the HAR Engage Conference in the year of 2024. We talked about the conference. We talked about what went into the planning and execution. And we also talked about what it takes to build a thriving real estate brokerage and how the best and brightest as far as real estate professionals are here cultivating themselves in the Houston area. So if you have an interest in the Houston Association of Realtors or the Engage Conference, stop by the Prime Real Estate Network channel on YouTube and check us out. Thanks a lot, Coach Mike.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. All right. So I want to invite everyone to subscribe to the Houston Real Estate channel. It is, we explore the vibrant neighborhoods in Houston, Texas, in and around Houston, Texas. It's the comprehensive guide to exploring these neighborhoods. You're going to get valuable insights on Houston's real estate market. with our diverse range of videos, including in-depth market reports and essential tips for buyers and sellers. Right. So if you're not a subscriber, go right now, because it's an excellent tool that you can use, especially as a real estate professional, when wanting to learn about the different areas and the different locations that are in and around the Houston Metroplex. So Houston Real Estate Channel, go there now, subscribe, save the link so you can easily come back to it whenever you need to know, or if you're a real estate professional, you have a customer or client that wants to know about a particular area that they're looking to live in. So Houston Real Estate Channel, I'd love for you to take advantage of that. All right, so real estate agents, are you ready to take your career to new heights with a brokerage that puts you first? Yes, we do that, Rick. We put our agents first. We're so confident at our developmental, our abilities to develop agents. We're so confident in that we put our money where our mouth is. So that Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, we're offering something no one else does. It's a powerful money back guarantee, Rick. That's how much we believe in our support. We believe in it so much that if you don't close a transaction within 90 days, when you start with us, that we will refund every dollar that you've ever paid to us. And if a year goes by and you still haven't closed on a transaction, we'll not only refund you what you paid to us, we'll refund you your payments to HAR, the MLS, and Super. So your success is definitely our priority, Rick. At Brooks & Davis, you're not just joining a brokerage, you're becoming part of a community that's dedicated to your growth. Whether you're a licensed agent ready to elevate your career or you're on your way to earning your license, we definitely have a place for you. All you got to do to learn more about this program, our money back guarantee, as well as some additional programs, visit the website on the screen, Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm /join. You'll be able to learn about our money back guarantee, as well as our next programs that we have coming up, which is our World Changers community and our real estate student affiliate group. So with that being said, let me jump into our World Changers community and tell you a little bit about what that's all about. It's all about connection and collaboration, gives you the ability and the opportunity to unlock the full potential of your real estate career. You become a part of this membership. It's for individuals that are licensed, but they're not members. They haven't decided to join Brooks & Davis just yet. You can still join this supportive family, our supportive family, where you can grow, innovate, and be recognized. Embrace diversity and along with us, reshape real estate with impactful solutions for all communities. Make a difference by engaging in local initiatives for a brighter future. Elevate your education beyond transactions and prepare for success, including acing the real estate exam. Enjoy accessibility and easy collaboration within our vibrant real estate community. And here's the best part, Rick. It won't cost you a dime. The only investment required is your time. The rest is on the house. There are two options to get connected to our World Changers community, right? If you already have a real estate license, we invite you to explore the World Changers community and take the next step in your journey by visiting the website that's on the screen. You can also learn more about how to be connected. You know, if you're in the process of obtaining or interested in getting your real estate license, you can discover this exclusive opportunity that's waiting for you with the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Student Affiliate Membership. Again, go to the link that's on the screen and you can definitely learn more about those two programs. I'm so thrilled to share this incredible opportunity with you, knowing it aligns perfectly with your interests and goals. Join us in shaping the future of real estate. Yes. Okay. And then finally, well, not finally, because we got something else that I want to talk about after this, but go ahead and stay in the loop by following us on LinkedIn for industry insights, Instagram for behind the scenes fun, Facebook for lively discussions, and YouTube for exclusive video content. Join the community, search Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm on each one of these platforms, hit the follow or subscribe button. Don't miss out on the latest updates and exciting content. We will definitely see you there. All right, Rick. So I got something special that I want to share. I talked a little bit about the Christmas crunch, right? Mm-hmm. And I spoke about how we were doing it with Brooks & Davis, but we're actually opening it up to people that are licensed. They too can get in this Christmas crunch challenge and coaching. They can get in it with us, right? I mean, what better way to put us in a position to where we can all work to reach our financial goals. See, the way we see it at Brooks and Davis is not about a competition, right? You go farther together. So we're actually opening up the Christmas Crunch, Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm Christmas Crunch, to outside agents. Now, here's the thing, right? Now, the Christmas Crunch is something that our agents get at no cost. They get it for being a part of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. Well, unfortunately, we can't offer you the same deal. You're not a member. So there's a soft cost for you to participate in the Christmas Crunch, right? It's originally, the original cost is $249, which covers your supplies. It covers you having access to the blueprint that we're going to follow. It also includes you having twice a week of group coaching as an extra layer of accountability to really help you move you in the direction of achieving your goals. But what we've done is we've slashed that price, Rick. And instead of charging the $249, we decided, because it's so valuable, so much value that we're providing to the marketplace, that we're only asking $97. It's only $97 for somebody to gain access to 2 months worth of money-making activities, as well as coaching twice a week over the next 8 to 10 weeks. So that's something, if anybody's interested, they can actually reach out to me personally, Rick. They can call me on my cell phone, 713-817-8370, and we'll, get them connected, get them the information that they need, and get them started with the Christmas Crunch. Oh, they put the office number up there, but you can do that too, right? Or you can call me on my cell phone directly if you had questions, and we'll get you connected. So it's the Christmas Crunch, Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm Christmas Crunch. It's open to everyone, right? Again, if you're a Brooks and Davis agent, hey, look, they've already started, right? We've already started meeting. They've already started executing on the money-making activities that's going to set them up for the next year. But you too can take advantage of it as well. Again, it's a soft cost, only $97. It gets you access, get you going, get connected to Coach Mike so I can hold you accountable too. And just imagine January 1st, 2025, when imagine all the seeds you would have planted for your business that are now beginning to bloom and blossom to carry you into the new year. Just imagine what that's going to be like for you. Take advantage of the Christmas Crunch, and let's get it done.
Oh, Coach Mike, thank you so much for that message. I urge everyone in the audience to take advantage. One of the things that makes this offer so generous is that you can be a part of the Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm family and take advantage of this at no cost. But even if you are affiliated with another real estate brokerage, you can still get involved. You can still have the accountability. You can still be around like-minded real estate professionals. Reach out to Coach Mike. Check us out. Give us a call at the office or call him directly and learn more about the Christmas Crunch. Coach Mike, man, this has been a great Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In show this week. Is there anything that you would like to leave our audience with in closing?
You know what? If you're I'm just gonna say what I just said, Rick. If you're a real estate agent and you don't have coaching, or you don't have a blueprint to close your year out, you don't have anybody holding you accountable to doing the things that are necessary for you to build your business and grow your business, then you need to do one or two things, right? There are only two types of people out here, Rick. There are those that recognize their gaps and they put things in place to help them with them. Like as they put the coach, they participate in challenges, right? They put these layers around them to ensure success. You got that person, and then you got the person that gets caught up in their comfort zones and they don't expand. Right? They get caught up in the minor things, right? They get caught up in trying to figure it out on their own. And that doesn't work out for them. They don't get the results, but they never do anything about it, right? Which one are you going to be? You got 2 months left in the year. Which side of the street are you going to be on, right? And if I'm talking to you, It's real easy to cross the street. It's easy, Rick. Like, we make it so easy to cross the street, but you got to walk across it, right? And come on over here so we can show you how to get to where you know you can get to if you had the right level of support and help to guide you to get there. So that's all. That's what I got for him. That's what I got to close this year out with on Monday Night Live for him today, Rick.
No, I appreciate you, Coach, man. Truer words have never been spoken. I want to thank you so much for your time, not only on this episode, for this entire season. So on behalf of myself, Rick Davis, you can follow me at Prime Real Estate Rick on Instagram. I want to thank CEO Coach Mike, Mr. Michael G. Davis, for sitting in with me this week, just like he does every week on Monday Night Live. In the meantime, in between time, myself and Coach Mike, we're just an email, text, DM, phone call away. If you need anything, please reach out. Do not hesitate. We're here for you. And until the next Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In Show, everyone in our audience, please be safe and be blessed.
Real estate professionals ready to finish 2024 strong and set yourself up for massive success in 2025? Welcome to the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Christmas Crunch Challenge and Coaching. This special 10-week initiative is your blueprint for growth, designed to boost your leads, strengthen your closing strategy, and get you primed for the new year. You'll gain exclusive access to 2 virtual group coaching sessions each week, starting at 5:30 p.m., where we'll dive into actionable steps tailored just for you. Let's make this holiday season one of transformation. Join us and take your career to the next level. See you in the challenge.